This girl had just grabbed a handrail in the subway when she suddenly felt something sticky on her palm, like a viscous liquid. She shuddered in disgust, quickly pulled her hand away and quickly took out a wet wipe to wipe off this abomination. The girl had no idea how serious the consequences would be. Later, when she went to the toilet, she noticed that in the very place where this viscous liquid had been, the skin was covered with strange small blisters filled with pus. The girl was overcome with anxiety, and she immediately went to the doctor. The doctor carefully examined her hand and asked if she had recently come into contact with anything suspicious. She remembered and told about the situation in the subway, and the doctor suggested that it was a fungal infection and prescribed an ointment. On the way home, she could not stand it and applied the medicine right in the subway, covering the place with a band-aid. Everything seemed to be under control, but as she was leaving the metro, she bumped into a colleague. At first, she was smiling, but a moment later, the smile turned to horror, and her face was distorted with fear. It turned out that the girl had a nosebleed. A moment later, she woke up screaming, realizing that this was all a nightmare. The relief was short-lived because there really was a bandage on her hand. She wanted to rip it off when suddenly she heard that she was being invited to a holiday party. She didn't want to have fun, and everything inside was clenching with anxiety. Having run to the toilet with a feeling of growing horror, the girl tried to come to her senses. Returning home, she felt even worse. Her vision was blurring, her head was spinning, and blood was flowing from her nose again. Touching her face, she realized that the nightmare had only just begun, and there was no end to it.